everyone, today's video is going to be all about the blushes that I'm currently wearing in spring, and I have everything from peachy pinks and corals to some of my just standout neutrals that I wear all year round. So if you're interested in seeing the blushes and some swatches, please keep watching. The first blush is a Milani powdered blush, and this is in the color Luminous, and it's a beautiful color, and then it also has an amazing gold sheen on top of it. Okay, and this first one is the swatch of Luminous, and hopefully that little bit of a gold sheen is just really pretty and just makes this blush unique. This next blush is probably easy to identify. It is one of the Physicians Formula Happy Booster blushes. I actually had the original when these came out and there was a lot of talk about them, and I just never used it very much, so I ended up giving it to my sister. And then someone in some video mentioned how flattering the warm shade is, so I picked this up, and I have to say this does such great things for my complexion. It just really brightens it and makes it look awake. So if you have similar coloring to me, I would definitely recommend this blush. Okay, and this is the swatch of the Physicians Formula Happy Booster in Warm. This next blush is a very popular shade, and I think it's one that would be good for most people's collection. This is NARS in Deep Throat, and it's just one of those colors, if I'm not really wanting to think about my makeup, I can just slap this on and it looks good every time. This here is the swatch of NARS Deep Throat. This blush is Exposed from LORAC, and it is a newer one to my collection, and I really like it, although I think the line is called like Baked Matte Satin, and I have to say that it is far from matte. It has a lot of shimmer to it, but I do think it is a beautiful color and perfect for the warmer months. Here is LORAC's Exposed, and the thing I like the most about this shade is it does have some shimmer, but it doesn't look like a glitter bomb on your face, but it's a blush that makes it so I don't have to wear a highlighter. So this is just kind of a one-step blush, which is really convenient. This blush is from Tarte, and I actually haven't seen this particular blush from Tarte, this line, in stores yet. I got it off of QVC, and it is a Airblush Maracuja Bouncy blush, and I will have to say that this is what I wanted the Maybelline Bouncy blushes to be. It kind of has that same consistency, even though it's more of a flat, but you can kind of see like when I press it in, it just forms and it's a creamy texture. But the great thing about this, it has a lot more pigmentation than those Maybelline Bouncy blushes had. Okay, and here's that Tarte Bouncy blush. I'm not sure if I said the name, but it's Shimmery Poppy, and it's a little bit dark, and I have to use a light hand, but it blends out so beautifully that it makes it easy for it to look natural on me, even though the swatch looks kind of scary. This is one of the Cremeblend blushes from MAC, and I've showed this in some favorites, and this is in the color Brit. The reason I'm showing this is because I've been using it as a base for the next two powder shadows that I've been using, and I just feel like it lays a nice canvas down and really helps the powder shadows to last all throughout the day. MAC's Brit, and again, this swatch looks a little dark, but when it is on my cheeks, it just blends out and it's just a beautiful neutral color. What would one of my videos be without Tarina Tarantino's Neapolitan Lane making an appearance? This is one of, if not my most used and most loved blushes. It's just the perfect neutrally color and looks just a teeny bit rosy when it gets on your cheeks. Here's Tarina Tarantino's Neapolitan Lane, and it comes off a little bit brown when you swatch it, but when it gets on your cheeks, it has a very flattering rosy hue. The last blush that I want to share is Benefit's Hervana, and it comes across on me as kind of just a neutral light berry shade, and really I think it's one of the most flattering blushes that I have in my collection, so if you haven't checked this out, I would definitely recommend it. It also smells amazingly delicious. And the last swatch is Benefit's Hervana, just a neutrally pink berry color and just super flattering and one of my favorites to wear. Alright, so those are my favorite blushes for the spring. If you're curious, the one I have on my face right now is from LORAC, and this is the Exposed. I don't know, really ever since I've started with YouTube, like blush has become so much more fun to me, and it really wasn't something that I enjoyed buying beforehand. So as always, if you have any recommendations, I would love to hear what blushes you are loving for the spring. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.